Hello, everybody. It is day 245 on my journey to 2000, and I'm wearing my official ugly Christmas sweater, which is it's pretty ugly, I'd say. If you woke up on Christmas morning to a different type of log in the fireplace, it might be pretty ugly. But one of the things I found interesting after hosting my wife's work Christmas party is I learned about Krampus, which there was a gentleman from Austria at the party, and he explained the whole thing to me. And I find it very fascinating, so I'm going to be doing a little bit more research. But if there's any viewers out there from Germany or Austria who participate in the Krampus tradition, please post your experience in the comments, because I'm super fascinated by this. If you don't know what Krampus is, I suggest Googling it. But yeah, that's my little aside. I'm currently rated a 1334 on my way to 2000. And yeah, yesterday's game definitely got away from me. There's a lot of opportunities there to just choose better positional spots for my pieces. But let's see what happens in today's game. Let's see who I'm playing today. Shane V12. Shane V12 out of the United States. Shane with the Caro-Kann Defense. And I'll do the exchange variation. I will go ahead and develop here. I will go ahead and defend here. And then pin. And then I'll see what this guy wants to do with his bishop. He's retreating, so I think I'm going to be castling queenside. And then, let's see, this square right here is a little dangerous, I think. It's a good outpost, but now that the pin's no longer there, it's more acceptable. What to do? Let's just bring my queen up to d2 here, because if they castle kingside, I'm going to want that diagonal, which it does appear to be what they're doing. I'm going to push this pawn. If they come down here, I'm going to take. And I'll take with the pawn. And they come here. Okay, so they take with the bishop. Now they've got this pin on the knight. Which, is there a way for them to put pressure on it? Don't think so. So I'm going to castle. I'm not going to castle because then they'll just take the knight. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to put my queen here to defend this, and then I'm going to bring my bishop down to get rid of that bishop, because that is going to be a pain if that stays there. Got my two bishops. I'm gonna castle queenside. Am I still gonna castle queenside now? I think so. Maybe. Maybe not. So the challenge is now this is attacked twice. It's only defended once, but they're also attacking this b2 pawn. Kind of want to connect the rooks. If I castle, then that also take. That's not too bad, because then I can surprise attack. Let's see if that ends up happening. I hope they take, because then I can take, and then shoink. Check. I win the queen. I'm playing very well. Got this line here, so I can probably see this happening. Make another push here, and then push, takes. Okay, they're retreating back. So after this now, there's a lot of different threats. It's probably best for me to push this pawn. Think. King's on this diagonal. They've got a strong attack getting to the f4 square. That blocks it temporarily, but they've got this fork coming in here. It's a time. Take. Check. back. Yeah, I think I need to take here. How are we doing on time? Oh, move 19 at 5 minutes and 45 seconds. My opponent has 8:50. How are my opponents moving so fast? I just don't get it. I just don't understand. So this move seems obvious, but probably go that route. Okay, they take with check. I'm gonna take with the, so if I take with the rook, then I can take the bishop. They'll probably try and defend. I can add another defender, and then they'll have to move the bishop. If I come over and defend, and they move their bishop here, take, and that's mate. But if I move my rook over and they retreat their bishop here, let's do this. If I do that and they come here, oh yeah, then okay, all right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. I think they're gonna retreat back this way, and then I can come here. And then take. Yep. Now I can attack the queen. And then I might be able to take that bishop. That's an interesting move here. Take. Queen to e7, threatening mate after that, so they'd have to retreat back. Alright, let's take this. And have to recapture. Oh no, I can't go e7. I can't go e7, but I can take on b7. They can take on f2, but I would just take the rook. If I were them, I'd probably play a Luft. Probably that. I'm going to try trading off. If they take that, then I can come up here. Actually, no, that won't do anything. Oh, this might be good though. Threaten the queen. I've got mate back here. Two minutes left. Okay. Let's go check here. And after queen comes back, I take this pawn. Ooh, after queen comes up, I might be able to do that. That would be cool. You only got one move. And it's back. And then rook comes up. Then they have to take. And then rook's up here. And then I think I might win this. Unless they throw in some checks. But then after this move, I mean, now I think all they can do is stall by sacrificing pieces. Shane V12, 1397 out of the US. I think I might have this one, my man. That's the only move that prevents me from taking their queen. And then they got this move. So it's not necessarily mate, but boy, do I have an advantage. Good game. Good game, Shane. Let's check out the analysis here. On this blessed day, 245, I play with 89% accuracy. I only had one blunder. 2 mistakes, and 3 great moves. Let's see where those were. So the Caro-Kann exchange variation got off to a little bit of a rocky start, I must admit. My opponent had a pretty decent lead after this mistake. In my head, I was thinking, get the queen off the starting line, castle, and then I'd have this attack going. But it left me susceptible to that pin. And then after that, I could take, but let's say I played, let's say I castled. Whoops. Let's say if I had castled, they would have gone here. Yeah. I could have taken, but then boom. Yeah, there's nowhere for me to go after that. Because if I go here, they take, and then I take, and then they fork my pieces here. Yeah, big mistake there, but my opponent didn't see it. Relatively even after this, but I make another mistake back to back, which my opponent did find the best move. So I was playing with severe disadvantage now after they found this outpost, forking my queen and my knight, so I decided to take, which after that, then they have this super aggressive pin. And they probably could have managed this position a bit better. I make the best move, preparing my bishop to come down and try and get rid of it. And then instead of taking, what they could have done was bring their queen down. At that point, attacking this. And then the best move for me at that point would be here, and then forcing me to either castle or give away castling rights altogether. If I had defended with pawn to b3, they would take, I would take, and then they'd come in here with this move. Just having a pretty strong attack. Pawn structure is all messed up. Their king really nice and snug. So I can see why they would have an advantage there. But I was able to escape. They make a mistake of bringing that down, and that's a great move. And after they bring their rook over, I just push my pawns. They see the attack. They bring their queen back. After this mistake, I make a good move by taking. And then I was trying here. Where was it? Let's see, what was it? At this spot, I was actually hoping that they would take here. Because if they took, I take, queen takes, I surprise them with that move. Win the queen. But they retreated, and then this mistake I took, connected my rook and my queen, which really came in handy after this sequence. I knew that they would retreat their bishop back to add another defender in the squares, because having the 3 battery here put a lot of pressure on this d8 square, so I could see them retreating, and then moving my queen back allowed for the rook trade, And then being up a pawn at this point and having these two connected pawns, and a lot of presence here in the center with these pawns protecting my king, really let me be in a position of power. And after this move, I took, which was the best move, and they take. And then coming up here, I've been making some really good moves. I do make a blunder right here. Trading off the queens was not the best move. In fact, if they would have traded, I would still be winning, but I don't think they would have had to. They could have taken that pawn. But they decided to come down for the check, which allowed me to sneak up, and then they check with the queen, which I was able to defend with a great move. And then after this sequence, I think they were anticipating me coming up for a check here. And then that's an easy kind of defense here where we just trade off queens. I'm still going to win in this position. I mean, the engine has me winning in this position because of this is a passed pawn and I've got a 3-on-1 majority on this side. But I would have had to work for it. But I don't think they saw this move, which after bringing my rook up and giving me the check, I saw this is mate in 8. So if it takes, forced, check, and then I do this. And then, yeah, I didn't bother to look for the mate in 3. But this is it. 1, 2, 3, I guess. Yeah, I think I played okay. Still obviously room for improvement, but I'm now at 1343 on my way to 2000. Until next time. Don't forget Krampus. I want to hear your stories. See ya.